Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
You, Michael? Oh, hello, Jane.
Mrs. Clarke?
Oh, if you're looking for Des and Daphne...
Yes, I know. They're at the Ramsays. I was kind of hoping for a progress report.
Yeah, well, by the way they left here, I'd say there could be a cold front on the way through, with a definite chance of a stormy night.
Apparently they weren't on the best of terms.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were even going to make it to the end of the driveway together. Let's just hope they don't find out that you and Mrs. Mitchell were matchmaking, 'cause otherwise they'll be furious.
Furious? All we did was place them geographically. I mean, they're perfect for each other. We all know that. We just have to hope that they'll realize it. Why, now, even as we speak, they are probably gazing lovingly into each other's eyes.
Now, I'm sure if you take a deep breath, everything will be all right.
If I take a deep breath, I might kill him.
Oh.
Yeah? Well, maybe you better do it pretty quickly.
Leave it, mate. You only make things worse.
Me? She's the one who's carrying on. She is as silly as a 2-bob watch.
Shane, stay out of this.
He's got no right to yell at Daphne like that.
Who asked you? My word, this pie is beautiful, Madge. It's got such beautiful sauce.
Look, a marriage is supposed to be based on honesty.
I'll be honest with someone who's prepared to tell the truth. To admit when he's wrong or prove he isn't.
Yeah, but you still open other people's mail. That's a federal offence, you know?
Now, maybe if we all took a deep breath, everything would seem much
Look,
better.
why do I have to defend myself? I didn't even do anything.
Oh, sure. Like telling Harold what a lovely time you had in Hobart, how much you enjoyed yourself. Well, he enjoyed himself all right with his ex-fiancée. That's right, Mrs. Mangle, keep listening. This will keep you on the phone for days.
Daphne?
I'm sick of it. Why should I have to defend you? Poor Des this and poor Des that. All you're interested in is some new bank account. Appearances. That's all you're interested in. Well, this is called a disappearance. It's me walking out of your life forever.
Well, anyone for dessert? No, perhaps not.
Go after her, Des. Say you're sorry.
Not yet. She'll need time to cool off.
I don't think she'd cool off if he dropped her into the Antarctic. To think of the living hell that poor girl's had to endure.
Mrs. Mangle.
The doubt, the uncertainty.
Mrs.
Trying
Mangle?
so hard to make a home while her husband endeavoured in other areas. I think it's absolutely disgraceful.
You see this, Mrs. Mangle? In my hands, this bread becomes a lethal weapon. And if you don't stop flapping your gums, I won't hesitate to use it.
He won't bite.
He might lick a little.
Go on, pat him. He's very affectionate.
Yes, but he seems very excited. You sure he doesn't want to play outside? You know what dogs are like.
No, he's just been outside.
Yes, well, perhaps he'd like to go again.
Oh, well, maybe. Come on then, boy.
And please, wash your hands. Dogs have bacteria.
Oh, so do humans. Actually, I think humans have more bacteria than dogs.
You and Michael seem to be getting along very well.
Yeah, as friends.
It would be difficult to find someone better.
Oh, Mrs. Clarke, I'm not interested in boyfriends at the moment. I have to get my career organised first.
Ah, but I can always tell when someone is smitten.
No one speak. Not a word. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, where's Desmond?
Desmond who? As far as I'm concerned, I've never met a Des or a Desmond. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to my room to do something quite savage to my pillow. I think maybe I should go.
She'll calm down soon.
Or she'll start throwing things. Look, either way, I think she needs her peace and quiet.
Well, I'll see you out.
Right, well, your bath will be ready in about 5 minutes.
Eileen.
No, it is what you need. A good long soak. Time to contemplate it.
Eileen, lying in a bathtub is not going to change the way I feel. I have to come to terms with the fact that my husband and my marriage have moved into the past tense.
Temporarily?
Permanently. I couldn't believe some of the things he was saying at that dinner party. I don't know who he thinks he's trying to fool.
Well, maybe it was awkward for him to be open with you in front of Madge and her guest.
Awkward? How do you think I felt? I couldn't get out of there fast enough.
So you just walked out then, did you?
Not exactly. called Des a hypocrite and a liar. Then I walked out.
Daphne, that's absurd. I mean, the whole point of the evening was to make sure that you and Desmond got...
The whole point? I thought it was just a dinner to impress Harold Bishop.
Oh, yes, it was. That was the whole point of the
You
evening.
and Madge cooked this up together, didn't you? It's a setup.
Well, we just thought that you and Desmond needed some time together.
I mean, it's none of your business.
Daphne,
I am
look.
sick and tired of people butting in. This happens to be a very difficult time for me, and the last thing I need is a bunch of well-meaning friends and relatives making things worse.
Well, I'll go then, if you think it's best.
Probably.
Yes, well, far be it from a mother-in-law to try to make a contribution to a new marriage. Don't let your bath overflow.
She shouldn't have interfered. Well, you agree with me, don't you?
Well, I'd rather not enter into it.
I haven't asked for anyone's help. I can manage on my own.
Fine, fine. Well, let's just hope you don't have to get used to it. I'll just be in my room just in case you do need me for anything.
See, what we got here is a failure to communicate.
Eh?
It's a line from Cool Hand Luke. You see, Paul Newman's in this prison gang.
Right.
Yeah, all right, sorry, but that is your problem, mate. Communication.
She's just so damn unreasonable. I mean, I had a potential client there. Now, what was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to value your marriage as slightly more important. I mean, women are kind of picky like that.
Wife, could I have a word with Desmond, please?
Sure, can't miss him. Third manic depressive on the left.
Oh, that anyone could reduce my son to this.
Mum, I'm all right.
I'll make you some cocoa, dear.
Cocoa won't help, Mum.
We'll rise above this, Desmond. We'll grow strong together.
Maybe if you told us both what happened from the start.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know. We were just talking about Hobart.
Hobart? That's where Lorraine lives.
Yeah, what's
Well,
that
no
got to
wonder
do-
Daphne got upset.
I was just saying what a nice place it was. I mean, Harold was interested.
Daphne wasn't.
Look, if she hadn't have acted like a KGB agent and opened my mail, she wouldn't have even been suspicious.
This is crazy. Go and tell her the truth, Des. If you and Lorraine didn't go frolicking in the apple orchards, then for crying out loud, tell Daphne that.
But it does seem the logical thing to do, Desmond.
It has got nothing to do with logic. I mean, what about pride, eh? And self-respect.
I think I'll go and make that cocoa.
Good idea, Mum. Look, do it at your place. While you're there, put your feet up and have an early night.
But I was only trying to help.
Look, I don't want any help. Please. I just need some time to myself.
The exact words your father used. It's history repeating itself.
Mum.
Well, good luck to you, Desmond Clarke. You'll end up just like him.
Yeah? Is that so? Well, maybe now I understand why he did shoot through. Maybe I might do the same thing myself.
Don't look at me, Miss Eileen, as what you call an innocent bystander.
Oh, dear, look at the time. We mustn't keep you up, Mrs. Mangle. I'll see you to the door.
But time flies when you're having
Yes.
fun. Oh, Mr. Bishop, a word of warning. I would think very carefully before depositing any money in Mr. Clarke's bank. I may have had some slight hesitation after I withdrew my funds, but I know now I did the sensible thing.
Yeah, I'll bear that in mind, Mrs. Mangle.
Nell.
No.
Yuck. The old dear must have dropped a whole bottle of saccharin tablets into her tea.
Nah, Mrs. Mangle's just trying to crack on to Harold.
We'll discuss Scott Robinson's articles the next
Oh,
time,
indeed,
Mrs.
we
Mangle.
shall.
Yes,
Goodbye.
goodbye. Ah, hallelujah. Peace on earth. Eileen.
Don't you Eileen me. A simple dinner. Some soup, some herb bread, some conversation, and you had to stir up a hornet's nest.
Eileen, it wasn't like that.
Not exactly.
But there were mitigating circumstances.
My son's marriage is on the rocks. He is heading for divorcee oblivion, and I hold you, Madge Mitchell, personally responsible.
Good night, Dave.
Night, Mike.
You okay? We can talk about it if you like.
All the good it'd do.
Well, maybe tomorrow. I'm not going anywhere.
This must be really boring for everyone else.
Not for people who care.
I feel so stupid.
Yeah, well, you look pretty stupid.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's better.
I'm acting like the typical jealous wife, and it's just not like me. I'm not like that. I shouldn't have let it get to me the way it has.
Well, you're only human.
thought of Des with another woman, I don't care who, just hurts so much.
Of course it does. I mean, Des probably feels the same way. Listen, Daff, Des loves you to death. Everyone can see that.
Then why doesn't he tell me that? All he has to say is, Daff, that stupid look on his face when he's trying to be serious. Daff, nothing happened in Hobart. That's all he has to say.
Well, he probably thinks he shouldn't have to say it.
So it's over. So much for the marriage that's supposed to last a lifetime.
It's not over if you don't want it to be. Look, would you listen to Des if you wanted to talk about it?
I suppose.
Good. Well, leave it to me. I'll arrange something for tomorrow.
I don't talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna have to see Madge and apologise. You should have seen the look on her face. And Harold, you should have seen the look on his face.
Here we are. One of the advantages of a dinner party that ends early. Would you like some?
Oh, I think you might be able to twist my arm.
Oh, Harold, you were really very patient tonight.
No, I was more confused, actually. I didn't really understand all the comings and goings, Madge.
Well, it's part and parcel of living in Ramsay Street, I'm afraid.
I expect so. Huh. Life was never like that with Mavis.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Harold, don't be silly. You can talk about your wife. We're friends, after all.
Yes, of course. Well, Mavis was never what you would call gregarious. Well, you know, some people choose to live life in the fast lane. Well, Mavis more preferred the median strip, if you know what I mean. And with Kerry and David safely tucked away in boarding school, well, everything ran like clockwork.
Anything wrong with that?
No. Just a little different to the hurly-burly here, that's all.
Oh, well, tonight wasn't a good example, Harold. It's not usually such a madhouse.
Mum, this avocado mask's starting to smell. You sure you didn't mix it up with guacamole by mistake? Oh, never mind. I'll wash it off and borrow some of your stuff instead. Oh, the big blue mess in the bath, that's my jeans. I've left it soaking in some bleach. But don't worry, because Bronwyn's mum said that lemon juice works, but not sure if she's talking about bath or jeans. Anyway, I'll see ya.
Well, where were we?
Talking about my kids.
Oh, yes, Kerry and David. Well, tell me about them.
Well, Kerry's overseas, flitting from place to place, and David's shoulder to the grindstone, working at an accountancy firm.
Oh, fancy that.
Hey, there's a thought. Perhaps he could do a check on our Des Clarke. Now, that might be a smart move before I invest.
Oh, Harold, you don't have to worry about Des. The man's a rock, an absolute rock.
Thing is, Daphne. The thing is, Daphne, a man sometimes has to stand his ground. More emphasis. A man sometimes has to stand his ground. Not too much, I don't want to poke her eye out. People are like trees. They need space. They need room to grow. They need
Fertiliser. They need an awful lot of fertiliser, which is about what you deserve if you keep this up.
I'm taking charge of my life. I'm thinking positively about my future. I'll be finding a new place in the morning.
You don't have to leave here.
I think it's better I do. I mean, one more German lesson or tom-tom binge and I'd strangle you. And I know why you've been doing it, but it won't work life. I'm not going back there. I can't live with anybody who doesn't respect me.
Now, let's just analyse that, huh? In the midst of all this hard-done-by nonsense, let's just find a little perspective, right?
Clive?
Once upon a time, there was a relatively OK-looking prince named Clive. He fell in love with a beautiful girl and a gorgeous son. He loved them so much, he thought his heart would snap in two when they left him. That guy never had much of a chance to do anything. Never even saw it coming. Now, I didn't have the power to change that situation, but you do. You're married to a girl you worship and she is carrying your child. Are you seriously going to tell me you'd walk away from all that? We're not talking fairy stories, Des. You only get one chance at a real happy ending.
What if it's too late? What if she won't listen?
Well, you'll never know till you try, will you?
Hey, Des.
G'day, Stefan.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Sorry, mate, this is more important.
Mike, what was all that about?
I think those two are going to go and make up.
Oh, good. It's about time they were honest with each other.
I like you mean. Oh, yeah, sometimes the truth hurts, Jane.
Yes, but it's best in the long run.
Listen, this, let's be friends until you found your career stuff, I know the reasons for it, and I understand, but I really think it's such a waste.
Well, it's the way it has to be.
Yeah, but what if I promise not to interfere with your work? I mean, I'll have study and assignments, you know that, I cross my heart, and we'll be strict on rations, and I promise not to bother you when you're wearing your permanently pressed business suit.
You're a clown.
Well, what do you say? A trial period, 1 month's boyfriend, or your money back if you're not totally satisfied?
I'll think about it, okay?
Good. Well, you can think about it while I walk you to work. Oh, it's the shirt. It's getting really tight, you know, under the arm.
All right, I said I was coming.
Hi. Been in the shower?
Yeah.
How you been?
Good. How about you?
Oh, good.
That's good.
Actually, Daph, the reason I'm here is
Outside! Bouncer, outside!
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Hmm?
The reason you're here.
Oh, the reason I'm here, yeah. I was wondering if you've got a couple of minutes to talk.
Have you eaten?
Eaten?
Yeah, you know, as in food. You put it in your mouth and you chew.
Breakfast? No, I haven't. But Daph,
Oh, good, neither have I. Maybe we can talk after I've made it.
can't we talk
Sausages and eggs, okay? Might even squeeze you an orange juice if you're lucky.
Daph? Yeah.
Des, don't just stand there. You can squeeze the orange juice.
Charlene, 10 seconds and your breakfast will be Shane's third helping.
Sorry, Mum, there's no time. I'm running late as it is.
Oh, no.
I've got to be at the interview by 9 o'clock sharp. If I miss the bus, I'm history.
Right, well, keep your tongue in check, will you? And for goodness sake, leave your hands in your pockets.
I had my reasons for trying to deck that creep Darren Porter.
Oh, yes, such as?
Doesn't matter.
Well, Charlene, you really have to admit that you lost that job through your own stupidity. No employer wants a troublemaker.
Yes, Mum.
Yes, let's hope you've learned something from all this.
Why didn't you tell her the truth?
I couldn't.
Hey?
Look, I thumped Darren Porter because he was having a go at Mum. Now, if I tell her that, she's going to feel rotten. Is that what you want?
Oh, here, let me.
Oh,
damn it!
I'll fix it.
No, I made the mess. I'll clean.
Maybe neither of us has to.
Like a vacuum cleaner, isn't it?
Sort of.
Anyway, let's talk.
Well, there are more eggs.
Eggs can wait. We can't. You were right about Hobart. You were right in saying that you had a right to know.
right.
Right. Lorraine bumped into me, that's all. It was a pure coincidence, just like old times.
Oh, was it?
Well, not like old times exactly. Well, friendly old times, like friends have.
Go on.
Anyway, we chatted about this and that, and then she said she was in trouble. Money trouble. And I promised I'd help.
You lent her money?
No, I gave her advice. I sought out a way that she could repay the money she already owed. Anyway, it's a complicated story, and Lorraine made me promise not to tell anyone. But, she was embarrassed.
Oh.
So that's all there is to tell about it. I mean, there's a few more details to iron out. Talk to a few creditors, and, then it's finished.
So you're definitely not interested in her anymore?
Not in the least. She was a friend in trouble. Full stop.
Why couldn't you tell me that?
Why did you open my mail?
I asked you first.
Daph.
Well, it's a fair enough question. If you really don't care about her that much, then someone else at the bank can sort out her problems.
Yeah, it's not strictly bank business. Anyway, I made a promise.
Well, I'm greedy, Des. I want to see some action go with those words. I want you to prove she means nothing to you.
You're being unreasonable, Daph.
I'm defending my rights as a human being. I was sane before all this started. And I'd like to stay that way.
Fine. You stay sane. Now, I've just explained everything to you. Not that I had to, but that's not good enough. You want more.
I want a husband I can trust.
Terrific. Lots of luck. And while you're out looking, why don't you pick yourself up a new pair of glasses? Because you're about to lose the best thing that ever happened to you, and you can't even see it. Daph! Daph! Oh, hell, the baby.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
And don't move. Where does it hurt?
Oh, I'll put it this way. My ego wasn't the only thing I bruised. Oh. Don't worry, Junior. It wasn't an earthquake. Your Mum just went for a sixer.
I'll go get Clive.
Look, Des, we're all right. Don't panic.
I'm not panicking.
Right. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea to get Clive just to make sure.
Don't move.
Des, I think I can make it to
I
the jet.
told you not to move. Look, just take 10 deep breaths, nice and slowly. I'll be back with Clive before you know it. Just don't worry about it. Don't panic, okay?
Yes, Des.
10 deep breaths. Just as long as we all stay calm.
The women here are real good sorts, and the weather is great, but I miss you a lot. Yours sincerely, Bradley. P.S. Don't forget to send lots of stamps.
What a nice letter.
I don't think he was crawling, just so that I'd send him some stamps, do you?
No, it sounded like a genuine love letter to me.
Did Mr. Singer ever write you love letters?
Lucy.
It's all right, Jim. Yes, once upon a time he did.
Morning.
Morning, Gran.
Hello, Mum.
Dad, when you go to work, can you send me some stamps so I can send them to Bradley? Especially the ones from overseas.
Yes, of course, Lucy. Anything to oblige Bradley.
I read in a book once, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But with Bradley, it's through his stamp album.
Yes, well, I wish it were always that simple.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Scott.
Darling, you make sure you clean your teeth after you've eaten all that. You have a dental appointment this morning.
Oh, what? Nobody told me.
Well, I didn't want you coming down with any mysterious disease like the last time you had a dental appointment. Rosemary, can you tell Paul that I'm going to be a bit late?
Sure, Mum.
Scott can take her.
Well, I've got to talk to the headmaster about going back to school.
Oh, yes, of course, I forgot.
I could leave it till tomorrow.
Yeah, I bet you could, but it was nice of Mr. Muir to agree to talk to you about your repeat subjects. He might not be so obliging if you put him off.
No one has to put anything off. I'm taking Lucy to the dentist. Look, I hope James won't go down the drain because I'm not on deck this morning.
Mum, why don't I take Lucy? I mean, you know how Paul feels about my breathing down his neck at the office, and I could organise my return ticket to the States at the same time.
You sure?
Positive.
Auntie Rosemary, when you get back to New York, could you send me some stamps so I could give them to Bradley?
Sure. There's some nice stamps out in America now. One's got the Statue of Liberty on it.
Yeah. Like the stamps on Gran's letters from America.
From Laura? Never thought of her as a great letter writer.
Not from Auntie Laura, from a friend. You know the one, Gran, with the funny handwriting?
Eat your breakfast, darling.
What? Secret admirer, Mother?
Oh, no, just a friend I met while I was over there.
How is she, mate? What about the baby?
They're both fine.
Are you sure it was a pretty hard fall?
Des,
mate?
I promise you, the worst Daphne can expect is a spectacular bruise on the part of her that connected with the floor. Daphne may be okay, but you look like you could use something to calm down.
No, I'm fine, mate.
Huh? And you should start taking better care of yourself, Mrs. Clarke. This time it was okay, but another fall.
I know. I didn't mean to give you both such a scare. It won't happen again.
Too right, it won't. You have my personal guarantee on that.
Well, I hate to bring this up, but that's going to be rather difficult considering you're living at my house.
Sorry, mate, you just lost the border.
In that case, you can waive the customary fee for my services. Your moving out is enough. Your happiness is the most important thing.
Now, wait a
And
minute.
no arguments from the peanut gallery, and that goes for you too, Junior.
Oh, he didn't say a word.
Oh, you silly woman. I'm worried sick.
Oh, I said you were coping the worst of this pregnancy.
Anything had happened to you or the baby,
Well, it didn't, so let's not even think about it.
I'm not going to let you out of my sight from now on.
Do you think that's going a bit overboard?
You're arguing again, Daph.
Sorry, Des.
Oh, Clive!
Good morning, Eileen.
Nothing serious, I hope.
Daphne's had a slight fall.
What?
Everything's fine. No harm done at all.
Oh, that's a blessing, I suppose. And how is Desmond this morning?
Bearing up extremely well, I'd say.
It's no laughing matter. I don't understand Desmond at a time like this, deserting his wife. I was just about to go in there and offer some comfort.
I don't think she and Des want to be disturbed right now.
You mean Desmond is alone in there with her? I don't hear any shouting.
No, funny about that.
You mean they've made up?
The war is over. You can pack up your artillery and head for home.
Oh, Clive!
Now, hang on, you're meant to be pleased.
Well, I am. It's just that, well, you don't know what it's like being a mother. Never knowing whether you've done the right thing or not. And Daphne's such a sweet girl. Desmond's just like his father, you know. He has to be protected from himself at all times. Maybe I should go in there, make sure they don't argue.
Believe me, Eileen, arguing was the last thing they had on their minds when I left them.
Hey, no work today. Husband's orders.
How did you know what I was thinking?
Oh, a bank manager has to be able to figure out these things.
Come on, Des. If you can read my mind, I want to know how you do it.
You're always worrying about forgetting to put your rings back on after you finish the washing up, right?
Yeah?
And seeing that you're fiddling with them, the rings, you're thinking about dirty dishes. And seeing that there's none around here at the moment, it's got to be the coffee shop.
You know, I really shouldn't leave Mike alone again. And you've got a bank to run.
Yeah, we've got to talk first.
Ow! Maybe we'd better not.
There's no point putting it off. I can read minds, remember?
Yeah. Well, I wish I could have read yours about Lorraine. It would have saved me steaming open your mail. Oh, Des, I'm sorry. I should have trusted you.
I should have told you the whole story instead of being so pig-headed.
Your client's affairs are completely confidential. I know that.
Look, we can always compromise. Once I finish with Lorraine's accounts, I'll let someone else handle her. I mean, look after her accounts. Fair enough?
Thanks, Des. In case you are tempted, she did come on pretty strong in that letter.
You're the only one I care about. You know that.
At least there's one good thing to come out of all of this.
What's that?
We won't have to rack our brains thinking up bedtime stories for the baby.
We better be careful. We don't want to give him nightmares.
Her?
Him.
Him, her?
Twins.
One of each.
So what time do you have to see Mr. Muir?
Oh, about 12:30 is lunch hour. But he told me that I had to see the careers guidance counsellor first. It's going to take hours.
Oh, won't be that bad, mate.
Do you remember how we used to give the students in the year below ours such a hard time?
Yeah, we did used to heavy them a bit if they were hanging around our locker area.
And always kicked them out of the sunniest part of the library and pushed in front of them in the canteen queue.
Yeah.
Well, when I go back to school, they're all going to be in the same classes, aren't they?
You think they're going to give you a hard time? Look, why don't you talk to Mr. Muir about it? Maybe he'll be able to help.
Not exactly his favourite student. I mean, first there was that trouble with Sue Parker. And then I got him with that flower bomb on the last day of school. I'll tell you what, mate. If I hadn't promised Dad, there would be no way I'd be going back to school this year.
Well, what else would you be doing? Writing some more sensational stories for the local newspaper?
Ah, rub it in, why don't you?
Well, you nearly lost a few mates over that one, didn't you? Including me.
Yeah, well, you'll find plenty of new mates at uni anyhow.
Oh, cheer up. You'll be at uni next year. Besides, I'll still be living in Ramsay Street, so we can still muck around together.
You.
Hi, Mrs. Clarke.
Young man, have you paid for your coffee?
He's all right.
If he's capable of smutty journalism, he's capable of walking out without paying.
Give it a rest, Mrs. Clarke.
And what are you after? Scandal for your next story? Who's your next victim?
There won't be any more stories.
Very glad to hear that. And should you decide to ever write a story about me, young man, think twice, for I would not hesitate to sue your father for every cent he's worth.
Scott won't have much time to write stories this year, Mrs. Clarke. He's going back to school.
Didn't do him much good last year, did it?
Look, I'm really sorry about Des and Daphne.
Well, that particular problem seems to have taken care of itself, I'm glad to say.
You mean they've made up?
Clive seems to think so. Desmond is with Daphne right now.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yes, well, I'll believe it when I see it with my own eyes. Maybe I should ring them, just to make sure.
No, I wouldn't bother them.
No, I really should call
No,
them.
they'll be all right. Listen, I'll tell you what. I'm glad you've dropped in, Mrs. Clarke, because, well, Daphne has put seafood pasta on the menu, and I don't know how to make it. And, well, seeing that, well, her and Des are going to be tied up for a while, then...
All right. I've got a couple of spare hours. Come on, follow me. You know, I really think I should have taken you straight back to school, young lady.
Oh, but my mouth hurts. And Dad said he'd come home at lunchtime to see how I was.
Well, it'll have to be a late lunch then. Remember what the dentist said? Nothing to eat till those fillings sit.
But I could have ice cream, because ice cream's really soft.
Yes, that's probably why you had to have the 3 fillings in the first place.
Oh, please, Auntie Rosemary, please, can I stay home to see Dad?
All right. I'll let you into a little secret. The longer I'm away from the office, the better Paul will like it. But you're going to school this afternoon, and no arguments.
All right.
Come on. You should do some schoolwork while I get your father's lunch ready.
I can't concentrate on schoolwork while my mouth hurts. I could always write a letter to Bradley and post it on my way back to school.
But you don't have any stamps to send him yet.
Well, Dad might bring some home with him. And there are some on Gran's letters from America.
Oh, no, I wouldn't touch those without her permission, Lucy.
Oh, but she said I could have them.
No, she said she'd get them for you when she came home tonight. She'd never let a man think you're too keen, you know.
Bradley might meet another girl in France who likes collecting stamps.
Yes, well, he might. But another day's not going to make any difference.
Ta-dam.
Oh, I take it Mr. MacArthur agreed to invest in your scheme.
Not only that, he was so impressed with it that he decided to give me a very handsome advance. And I did it without Rosemary's help. Now, if that can't convince her that I can run the Australian end of the Daniels Corporation without her watching every move that I make, then I give up.
Paul, I know she's been very tense since she arrived, but try not to lose sight of the reason for it.
Tense? Gran, she's been downright impossible. Tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in the other woman's shoes if she ever finds out who she is.
Nor would I.
Gran, I know Rosemary's having a tough time of it at the moment. But underneath, she's as hard as nails, believe me. Well, she wouldn't have got this far in business if she wasn't, would she?
Breaking off an engagement is hardly the same as losing out on a business deal.
I couldn't agree more. Rosemary's the one that can't separate a personal life from a career, though.
Didn't you have a similar problem when Susan left?
Look, I'm trying to do my best to forget all about Susan, and I think that Rosemary should do the same with Gerard. Well, after all, if he's the sort of guy that has an affair with one woman and proposes to another, isn't she better off without him?
That affair that you're talking about wasn't something that Gerard cold-bloodedly planned, you know.
Just whose side are you on, Gran?
Rosemary's, of course. Poor things aren't always as cut and dried as you imagine them to be. And after that dreadful tangle you managed to get into with Clive and Susan, I thought you'd be the first to realize that. Excuse me.
Lucy, come and stir the soup for me, please. Lucy, didn't you hear what I said? All right, what have you got there, young lady?
I wasn't reading them. I'm only getting stamps for Bradley.
Give them here. I thought I told you not to touch these. Now, how would you like it if I went through your special letters from Bradley? Go on. Off you go and stir the soup. I'll put these away, then I'll come and make the toast.
Auntie Rosemary, can I put cheese on Dad's toast? He loves that. Auntie Rosemary?
Yes, Lucy, do what you like.
But you said I could stay home until Dad got here.
I know, but I have to get back to the office.
You put beetroot in my sandwich and I don't like beetroot.
Satisfied? Come on, this morning Mum said that you shouldn't miss out on too much school. So off you go. No arguments.
that's all the sandwich is done. Now, if you think you could manage without me for a while, I really must go and check on Desmond and Daphne.
You can't go now, Mrs. Clarke. The lunchtime rush is about to start.
You seem to be coping very well, Michael.
The school crowd will be in at any tick of the clock.
Well, that's all the more reason for me to leave while I'm still in one piece. You can help him, Clive.
I do have a surgery to run, you know.
Well, then I suggest you run it, instead of conspiring with Michael to keep me from my family.
We're not conspiring.
Michael, I am not stupid. Every time I make arrangements to leave, you think up some other job to foist on me.
Eileen, we just feel that this is a time when Des and Daphne need to be left alone.
Clive, I am Desmond's mother. And as fond as I am of Daphne, she can be very argumentative. I am needed there to pour oil on troubled waters.
Oil. Salad dressing. I've just remembered. I haven't made the salad dressing. Come on, Mrs. Clarke.
What?
You can help me do this.
Oh, Desmond! Is everything all right? You've been worried sick.
Didn't Clive tell you we'd signed a truce?
So everything is all right?
Couldn't be better.
Oh, and I couldn't be happier.
Hi. Does this public display of affection mean what I think it does? Good on you. I can stand seeing somebody disgustingly happy today.
Ah, well, there you go. Love always triumphs, as long as there's no one around to stand in its way. I gotta go. I'll catch you later.
Guess that means he still hates my guts.
He just hasn't had time to get over Susan yet.
Yeah, well, I know how he feels. Anyway, can a guy get a sandwich around here, or has today been declared a public holiday because of this armistice?
What'll it be?
Ham and salad.
I'll get it, Daphne. And you should be resting.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Huh?
Oh, I had a fall.
Right on the...
But Clive said it won't harm me or the baby.
Oh, God.
That'll be $1.80, Paul. Shall I put it on your account?
Yeah, thanks. Well, Scott's been pretty down in the dumps about you two splitting up since that story. He's going to be wrapped.
I hope your father intends to see Scott writes no more of those little stories.
There's nothing to worry about there. I think he's learned his lesson this time.
Well, hello, Scoot.
G'day, Sue.
This is the last place I expect to find a hotshot journalist like you. What's the matter, run out of ideas in Ramsay Street?
Rack off, Parker.
Bad luck you have to repeat your final year.
Who told you?
Oh, I just heard. Not all the gossip makes it to the local paper, you know. Gee, I'm glad I'm not you.
Not as glad as I am. Why don't you take a hike, Sue? Got to see Mr. Muir in a few minutes.
Well, I'll just pop in and see him first. He promised to write me a reference for the Pacific Bank training course. I want to work in the Erinsborough branch if I can.
Remind me to transfer my account.
That's not a very nice thing to say, Scott. You can't really afford any more enemies. What with the whole of Ramsay Street giving you the cold shoulder? Must be awful.
Well, you ought to know. I mean, we voted you the most unpopular student last year, didn't we?
You still think you're the greatest. Well, don't you get too big for your boots. I've still got plenty of friends at school. Might just pop in a word. Make sure they give you a proper back-to-school welcome.
What's this? A sit-in demonstration against the inhumanity of dentists.
Well, I've got 3 fillings, and Auntie Rosemary told me to go to school. Only I didn't, because you said you'd be at home at lunchtime to see me.
Well, you could have waited inside.
No, I couldn't. Auntie Rosemary was really mad at me.
Do you know why? Come on, Luz, what have you been up to?
Well, I was cutting the stamps off Gran's letters from America, and she saw me. And then she got really mad at me and started yelling at me when I said I didn't want beetroot in my sandwich.
Well, I think you better go to school, darling.
Do you drive me?
You can find your own way there. This time I found out what's upsetting Rosemary, don't you? Bye, darling.
Bye, Dad.
Believe it.
Rosemary.
You know, don't you? This other woman of Gerard's, it's my own mother, isn't it?
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours. with a little understanding, you can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
This other woman of Gerard's. It's my own mother, isn't it?
It wasn't something either of them wanted to happen. I know that Helen was desperate not to hurt you.
Really? How considerate of her.
What happened in America wasn't Helen's fault. When she realised that Gerard had fallen in love with her, she tried to tell him that nothing could come of it.
Oh, I bet she did. Look, there's no way it could have been one-sided. These letters make that painfully clear. You must realise that. She obviously saw fit to tell you everything.
She told me because she was troubled and upset.
Oh, she had the grace to feel upset about it, did she? Well, it's a pity she didn't have the courage to talk to me about it instead of you. But then why should she? I mean, Gerard was only my fiancé after all, and she is only my mother. Well, mother or not, I've finished with her.
Oh, you don't mean that, Rosemary. Look, talk to her. I'm sure in many ways she'll be relieved it's out in the open.
I'm through with them both, Jim. I never want to see her or Gerard again. I've had it.
Oh, dear. I do wish I'd caught Paul.
He's only gone to the coffee shop for lunch. He shouldn't be long.
Helen, I'm so excited about Henry being released from prison tomorrow.
Yes, it's wonderful news.
Yes, I'm terrified to ask for time off, but I really want to be with him on his first day out. Do you think Paul will mind?
Why don't you ask him?
Oh, Paul, I wonder if you could spare a minute.
Mad, shouldn't you be at the waterhole?
Yes, well, something very important's come up. I'd like this afternoon and tomorrow off. Now, I know it's a nuisance, but Henry's being released from prison tomorrow.
Oh,
now, I've
Max,
got a
that's
million
great.
things to do. I've spoken to Ron, and he's quite happy to cover for me, so you don't have to worry about the barbing.
Okay, you can have the time off. In fact, have another day if you want.
Oh, Paul, thanks.
Well, let's just call it an exercise in improving employee-employer relations. No, it's wonderful news, Madge.
Well, let's just hope everything goes well. The last time he was due to be released, he got into a brawl, and that was that.
I'm sure everything will be just fine.
Well, I'll go and tell Ron that everything's all right, and then I better get to the market and do some shopping. Henry always did have a huge appetite. Thanks again, Paul.
No problem.
Bye, Helen.
Bye, Madge. That was decent of you, Paul.
Oh, I'm not such a bad guy after all, am I, Gran?
I'm sorry I snapped at you about Rosemary. I'm rather worried about her just now.
Like I said before, Gran, she's a survivor. She'll get over Gerard.
Picking up from 26 Ramsay Street. Make it 1:15, please.
I wish you'd stay and talk to her. You owe it to you, owe it to yourself.
There's nothing she could say that'd make it any easier for me, Jim.
But you're judging her without listening to her explanation. You don't know what she's been going through.
My heart bleeds for her. There's just one thing I want to know. Was she in love with him, or was she just flattered by his attention?
We both know her better than that.
So she's in love with him, then?
It's not something she wanted to happen. You've got to believe me, Rosemary.
Why didn't she tell me about it? Why let me go on believing that Gerard and I would get married and live happily ever after?
She thought, hoped, that you still could.
All my life I've idolized her, Jim. I had faith in everything she did. When I found out she wasn't my real mother, oh, it was a blow, but nothing like this. I thought she loved me. Well, I don't love her anymore. And now I know she doesn't really give a damn about me. So excuse me, Jim, but I have to pack.
Fruit salad for you. And a piece of a cheesecake from the French cake shop.
Thanks. Jane, I think this mouse ate my cheesecake.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. I must have got the bags mixed up.
Oh, this is your lunch?
No, it's a present for Mike's pup.
Ah, bouncer, eh?
It's rather cute, but aren't toy mice for cats?
Yeah, you don't want to give the little fella an identity crisis, do you?
Well, I thought it was fun.
Oh, yeah, who are you really trying to win over, Bouncer or Mike?
Well, Bouncer's such a cute pup, and Mike hasn't bought him many toys.
Well, heaven help us if a client walks in. Anyone for coffee?
Oh, thanks, Chris.
I'll get that for you.
No, you two carry on. Daniels Corporation.
Helen, it's Jim. I think you better get home.
The dentist didn't find any serious trouble with Lucy's teeth, I hope.
No, it's nothing like that. It's Rosemary. She's found out about you and Gerard. She's getting ready to leave.
Oh, my God, no. How?
I'll explain that later. Just get home, Helen, quickly.
All right, well, tell her to wait for me.
She won't. Your only hope is to catch her before she goes.
I'm coming now.
You okay, Gran?
Yes, I have to go out for a while. I'll get back as soon as I can.
Well, who was that on the phone?
Oh, don't worry, it's no major problem. It's just something I have to get sorted out. Jane, will you take any messages for home James for me, please? And I'll return the calls when I get back.
Right, Mrs. Daniels. Gee, she looks upset. I wonder what's happened.
Wish I knew.
I hope being in prison hasn't affected Henry's appetite. He's got enough here to last yonks.
Yes, I suppose I did go a bit overboard. Just wanted Henry to have all his favourites.
You're really looking forward to having him back again, aren't you?
Oh, I've looked forward to this day for so long. It's going to be like old times.
Hey, we'll be a proper family again. Well, almost. We should get Harold over to meet Henry. I bet you they'd hit it off straight away.
Now, just a minute, my girl. Don't you start getting any ideas. I'm very grateful that Harold's been so understanding about Henry, but I don't want to overwhelm him.
It'll feel funny having Henry home again. I mean, Shane's been a great substitute as a big brother, and I love him, but it's not the same as having Henry around.
Yes, I hope he's not up to all his old tricks again.
There's no way he's going to risk ending up back in prison. He's breaking his neck to get out of there. Actually, I'm going to see him. Why don't you come with me?
Well, I did get some time off from work, but I think it's more important to put sheets on his bed and clean the place.
Well, I'll get going. Any messages?
Oh, ask him if he'd like anything special for lunch tomorrow. Oh, and Charlene, give him my love.
Sure thing.
Charlene, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks. Hey, did you hear about Henry?
Yes, Madge told me. It's wonderful news. Scott's looking forward to seeing him again. He's counting on Henry giving him plenty of new ideas for his writing.
You can tell Scott from me he's done enough damage to our family. Any more newspaper stories and I'll flatten him.
Oh, I meant for his new novel. I think what Scott has in mind is a bestseller along the lines of Papillon.
You'd think he'd be a bit thick if he hadn't got the message by now. The whole of Ramsay Street was about to lynch him after those stories.
Including you?
Didn't he tell you I lost my job because of him?
Yes, he did, and I know he's very sorry about it.
Well, it's too late for that now. I'll go, otherwise I miss visiting hours. Just to make sure he hasn't landed himself in any more trouble. I think Mum would be pretty upset if anything went wrong this time.
Yes, she would be. She's very excited.
You should see her. Anyone would think we had the Queen coming to stay.
Having our family together means a lot to us mothers.
You must be excited with Rosemary here.
Yes.
Well, I'll see you later, okay?
Bye.
Oh, Helen, come on in.
Madge.
Oh, don't tell me Paul's changed his mind about giving me time off.
No, nothing like that. Madge, I know you're busy, but I have to talk to someone.
What's happened?
Well, Rosemary's found out about Gerard and me.
Oh, no, who told her?
I don't know. Jim rang and told me to come home and talk to her about how can I face her.
Well, you're just going to have to tell her the truth. That's all you can do now. Try to make her understand that you couldn't help your feelings. That you did the only decent thing by coming back here from America. It's hardly your fault that Gerard came chasing after you.
And I honestly expected to believe it was so uncalculated. I've been asking myself if I'd understand if the situation were reversed, and I know I wouldn't, no matter how hard I tried.
You're a very strong woman, Helen. You're full of love and understanding for other people. Surely some of that compassion's rubbed off on Rosemary. In any case, I don't see that you've got much choice now. You've just got to try and get through to her.
Where are you going?
I'm moving into Lassiter's. Is the taxi here?
No, I was just keeping an eye out for Helen, actually. I gave her a call and asked her to come and talk to you.
Oh, Jim, that was a pretty stupid thing to do.
I don't agree. I understand how you feel, Rosemary, but you're not being fair and you're not being rational.
Look, I doubt even you'd be rational under the same circumstances. And as for being fair, she doesn't deserve it after what she's done to me.
This whole situation isn't fair to anybody. Not to you, not to Gerard, and not to Helen. She's put herself through hell over this thing. The least you can do is listen to her side of the story.
I don't want to hear it. All I want to do is to get back to the United States and to put my life back together again, if that's possible.
Dad? Rosemary, guess what? Jack just phoned from Leon and he finally wants to sell the complex to us. All we have to do is settle a few details and the place is ours.
I'm very pleased for you, Paul.
Well, Jack wants to know how soon he can get to France to finalise the deal.
I can't, Paul. I'm going back to the United States as soon as I can.
Rosemary, this is what we've been waiting for.
Don't you hear me? I'm not interested.
What the hell's going on? Look, Rosemary, I understand that you're upset about breaking up with
I don't want to
Gerard.
talk about it, Paul.
You think it's time you pulled yourself together? Look, I've had problems too, but I'm not letting them stop me from doing my job. I've worked damned hard to set up this deal with Jack, and you know how important it is to the Daniels
I
Corporation.
don't care, Paul. As far as I'm concerned, everyone can go to hell.
Damn. Was Helen at the office when you left?
Oh, she had to go somewhere. She had a phone call.
Oh, that was me. I asked her to come home and talk this thing through with Rosemary.
Rosemary and Gran have been fighting. Is that why she's so upset?
I think I better leave the explanations to your grandmother if she ever gets here.
Well, she left a good 20 minutes before I did.
Oh. Well, she obviously decided she couldn't face Rosemary. I doubt if you get another chance.
Rosemary!
Would you hurry up, please? I'm running late.
Rosemary. Rosemary. She wouldn't wait for me. I sang out to her, she saw me, but she wouldn't wait for me. But the awful thing is that I was relieved. She took the decision out of my hands.
She'll get over it once she's had a chance to think the whole thing through. I'm sorry, Helen. Perhaps I shouldn't have tried to force the issue while you're both still upset.
Does she hate me very much? Of course she does. Why wouldn't she?
She's angry, confused. Give her breathing space. She'll come round.
Sure she will. You know she's got too much common sense to let something like this come between you two.
Perhaps I should go and see her at Lassiter's. She might be willing to talk to me by now.
I'd leave it for a while if I were you. You're emotionally wrung out. And my guess is that Rosemary is too, so have some rest. You'll be able to cope better then.
Yes, things may be a little less black for both of us if we let ourselves calm down a bit. Half of me wants to put it off as long as possible, and the other half, I just want to get it over and done with. Oh. Are you sure you can manage at the office, Tony?
I'll manage. You rest.
Thanks, both of you.
So Gran was the other woman all along. I knew something was bothering her, but I didn't think it was this serious. What a mess.
She'll never get over it if Rosemary goes back to the States without seeing her, but I don't like their chances of talking it through. I've never seen Rosemary so angry, so hurt.
Your Gran's not the only one that's going to suffer if Rosemary doesn't calm down. I mean, Jack is a patient man, but he's not going to wait forever for us to finalise the deal on the complex. There's going to be other buyers waiting in the wings.
Once. Just once, I wish you would put our personal problems ahead of business.
Dad, I feel sorry for Gran just as much as you do. But being sympathetic isn't going to help her or Rosemary or any of us. And I don't want to see the Australian end of the Daniels Corporation on the skids because Rosemary and Gran can't distinguish between their personal problems and business.
Hi, Charlene. Hi. You busy?
No, not really. Paul's just given me some letters to type, so I don't sit here and twiddle my thumbs. He and Mrs. Daniels have gone out.
Paul starting a new business.
No, but maybe you should. You couldn't leave that mouse alone before. I bought it for Bouncer. You don't seem very excited.
Oh, you bought a toy for Mike's dog. What's a big deal?
I mean about Henry.
Oh, yeah, Henry. It's great.
He must be pleased.
Yeah, he's thrilled. I've just been to see him.
What's the problem, Charlene?
There's no problem.
You don't just drop in to say hi if something's on your mind. Are you still upset about losing your job?
Wouldn't you be?
Mike says Scott's all depressed because you're not talking to him.
Good. He deserves it.
Hey, you'll find another job.
Yeah, probably. And even if I don't, at least I got Henry. We can cry on each other's shoulders.
Do you think you'll have trouble getting another job?
Jane, he's an ex-crim. He's told me about the sort of work they do in prison, and believe me, it won't guarantee him a position on a board of directors.
Well, he can always go back to school like Scott.
Henry back at school. That'll be the day. Back in Coffs Harbour, he couldn't wait to get out of the joint. He's got to get out of prison first and then start thinking about jobs.
Well, he won't take any risks this time.
No, but lots of things can go wrong. I better go home and tell Mum there's no point in putting it off.
Charlene, what is it?
Oh, nothing. I just hate having to be the one to ruin Mum's day, that's all.
How is she?
I'm surprised you even bothered to ask. You certainly haven't shown that you care about what Helen's going through.
It's not true. I'm just worried about the business as well.
And would it be too much to expect you to show the same sort of compassion for your grandmother?
I care about her too. But you heard what Rosemary said. Now, if she sells the Australian end of the Daniels Corporation, what am I supposed to do?
And what does Helen do if she loses Rosemary?
She won't lose Rosemary, Dad. Look, I'm just trying to be practical about this. They'll both get over it, and they'll get over Gerard. It may take a few months, maybe longer, I don't know. In the meantime, the world won't come to an end. But if Rosemary doesn't do something about buying the complex, we're going to lose out on everything. Now, I've worked too damn hard to let that happen.
Those are all very fine words, Paul, but they're just a smokescreen. You don't give a damn about Helen or Rosemary or anyone else in this family. All that you care about is that damn business of yours. And God help the rest of us if we get in your way.
But if you really believe that, I'm just wasting my time hanging around here.
Oh, Charlene, come here and tell me what you think of this. I had a devil of a job getting it out of the tin. I hope Henry appreciates it. How is he?
That's pretty good.
Well, did he say what he wants to do when he's released from prison?
He didn't mention anything in particular.
Oh, did you ask him what he wants for his homecoming luncheon?
No. Sorry, I forgot.
What did you two talk about then?
Just the usual sort of stuff.
Nothing he needs or wants?
He did mention something.
Mm-hmm.
He needs some money.
I might have expected that. All right, how much?
Well, it's to pay off some gambling debts.
I might have known. All right, how much does he want? $50? $100?
No, it's worse than that. He has to have $1,000 by tomorrow morning or he'll never get out of prison alive.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
I might have known. All right, how much does he want? $50? $100?
No, it's worse than that. He has to have $1,000 by tomorrow morning or he'll never get out of prison alive.
$1,000? What on earth does he think he's doing?
Well, there's nothing else to do in prison except gamble.
I could have read books or studied in a prison library.
Well, I suppose once he got started, he couldn't stop. You know what Henry's like.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know what Henry's like. Sorry, Charlene, the answer's no.
Mum, I wasn't kidding about the other prisoners. They'll take him apart.
Don't be silly.
Henry wouldn't lie about it, Mum.
Henry has done nothing but lie since the day he could talk. He wouldn't know what the truth was. No, it's just another scheme to get some money out of me. Well, I've got news for the pair of you. I don't have any.
Yes, you do. That $5,000 in your investment account.
You're not getting your hands on that. I put that money away for my old age. If you think I'm going to give it to Henry, you've got another thing coming.
Might have known you wouldn't help him out. You don't care about Henry. You never have.
That is not true, Charlene. I've done everything I can to help him.
What's going on?
Henry has been gambling. He owes some people a lot of money.
How much?
$1,000.
Mum, he's really scared. They'll kill him if he doesn't pay.
Yeah, I bet he's scared. Too scared to come home and face the music.
Shane, it's not a joke. What you would understand.
Oh, I do. But he's a big boy now. And it's not as if Auntie Madge hasn't bailed him out 100 times already. He's got to stand on his own 2 feet. You're not going to give him that money, are you?
No. No, I'm not.
Good for you.
Where are you going?
If you won't give me the money, I'll have to figure out a way to get it myself.
Let her go. She'll call off.
Oh, I should have known better than to think he changed.
Bouncer! Here, boy! Bouncer! Charlene, you haven't seen Bouncer anywhere, have you?
No.
Oh, he must have got out somewhere. Hope he hasn't been run over.
Nah. He probably went for a walk and got tired and fell asleep under a bush somewhere.
Well, I hope the dog catchers haven't got him.
He'll turn up. Is Daphne home?
No, she's at the coffee shop. Why?
I'll go and see her there.
You'd feel a lot better if you went and made up with Scott.
He's the least of my worries right now.
You've been fighting with your mum again.
What else is new?
Anything I can do to help?
Not unless you got a spare $1,000 or so.
What's that for?
I was just joking.
You in some kind of trouble or something, eh?
Nothing I can't handle. I'll catch you later, okay?
Yeah, we'll tell Daphne over there as soon as possible, all right?
Yeah, sure. Hey, I hope you find Bouncer.
Hope you get your money.
Well, I don't blame you for not helping him out.
I wish Charlene agreed with you. Sometimes I think she cares more about Henry than anyone else.
The longer you keep playing Santa Claus, the longer it's going to take the pair of them to learn that they're responsible for their own actions. You can't spend your whole life cleaning up after them. Do you want some lunch?
No, thanks. You read about it all the time, don't you?
What's that?
Prisoners bashing each other because they've broken some sort of prison ethic or other. What the warders are doing, I don't know, but it happens.
Well, that's not your problem. Whatever mess Henry has got himself into, he can get himself out of. I'm not about to do him over for $1,000, if it was $1,000.
But Shane, what if he was telling the truth? Where's Henry going to get that sort of money if it isn't from me?
You can't keep running after him. Now, look, I've given myself the afternoon off. You come over here, sit down, that's it, put your feet up, and forget about Henry. Chat to me. Not the first time he's tried to pull a Swiftie over you, is it?
Only one way to find out.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see Henry. find out exactly what's going on.
Madge is probably feeling pretty rotten about the whole thing too, Charlene. Look, I know Henry's given her heaps, but you'd think she'd help him out just this once.
Just this once?
Okay, maybe it's not the first time he's asked her for a loan, but he's desperate, Daphne.
Bet that's what he said the last time too.
Whose side are you on?
I'm not taking anyone's side. Did you find him?
No, I've looked everywhere I could think of.
I didn't see him on my way here either.
Poor bouncer. He's probably hiding somewhere scared to death. It's way past his feeding time.
Look, the coffee shop's pretty quiet at the moment. I think I can manage on my own. Why don't you keep looking for him?
Thanks, Dad.
And don't worry, Mike. He'll turn up somewhere.
He really loves that dog, doesn't he?
He sure does. He hasn't really got anyone else close to him apart from me and Des.
And Henry's only got me and Mum to turn to when he needs us.
Madge loves you both, Charlene.
She's got a funny way of showing it.
And Henry's not doing too good a job of showing it either, is he? If he cared about your mother, I mean, if he really cared, he wouldn't have done this to her in the first place, would he?
I bet you wouldn't turn your back on your son if you knew he was in trouble.
I hope I never find myself in that position. Your mother's doing the best she knows how. Now, if she thinks it's better that Henry takes responsibility for his gambling debts, then that's what she has to do. Can't you see that?
Well, it's not as if she hasn't got the money. And Henry'd pay her back, I know he would.
How many times has he told her that before?
A few.
All right, a lot. Maybe Madge is right this time. We can't go on relying on her forever, can he?
Did you find him?
No.
Oh, he'll turn up.
Why does everyone keep telling me that? He's been gone for hours.
Hey, don't take it out on me. I didn't let him out. Look, pups are like kids. You can't pat them on the head every now and then and expect them to be able to look after themselves.
I've been looking after him.
Yeah, I know, mate.
What's this?
Oh, it's a present for Bouncer. Jane brought it round.
Did you tell her that he was missing?
Yeah, she's going to keep an eye out for him. Look, he'll come back when he's hungry enough. Listen, why don't you give me a hand getting the dinner ready? It'll be a nice surprise for Daph.
Yeah, all right.
You know, I got this great book on the way home from the library. It's terrific. I made a list of all the things Daph's supposed to eat every day. Now, there's protein, vitamins, iron, and stuff.
Shouldn't we wait till she gets home?
No, I've got it all planned. How's this sound? Spinach tart, followed by bread and butter custard.
It's a bit ambitious, isn't it?
Oh, it'll be a cinch. I'm getting to be a pretty mean hand in the kitchen. Now, let's tackle the custard first. Damn stupid mutt!
I'm sorry, Des, sorry.
Mike, it might be a good idea to keep Bouncer's dishes in the laundry. We don't want Daphne falling over them again.
Yep, no worries.
Oh, there's no eggs.
Yeah, we've run out of eggs.
Uh-huh. No worries. Who needs eggs?
Des, you can't really make custard without eggs.
Of course you can. A little bit of extra milk, dash more flour, we're laughing.
Charlene, where have you been?
Been in the coffee shop.
How come Auntie Madge doesn't cry when she chops up onions?
She puts them underwater. Where is Mum?
Went to see Henry.
Well, what did she do that for? The last thing he needs is another lecture.
I'm tired of the way that you treat her. Now, you just listen to me for a
Why
minute.
should I? You're always taking her side.
You can't expect her to come running every time that you and Henry whistle. She's got a life of her own to lead, you know.
If Danny got himself into trouble, you'd help him out, wouldn't you?
Danny wouldn't be dumb enough to end up in jail for pinching things and then turn around and expect me to pay his gambling debts. I wouldn't anyway.
Some brother you are.
Hey, Madge. You okay?
Yes, I'm all right.
Well, I hope Henry is too after copying a mouthful from you.
You'll cop a fistful from me if you don't shut up, Charlene. What did Henry have to say for himself?
He was telling the truth. The other prisoners have already given him a terrible beating.
Now, do you both believe me?
That's what he told you, is it?
He's got bruised ribs, he showed me. And it'll get worse tomorrow if he doesn't come up with the money. What am I going to do?
Well, you can get the money out of your account, can't you?
I don't know whether I can, Charlene. It's an investment account. The money's supposed to be in there for 3 years.
Well, looks like Henry's out of luck, doesn't it?
But we can't just sit here and let him get beaten up again.
Might be the only way you'll learn anything. Talking to him hasn't been too effective, has it?
Mum, don't listen to him. Henry could be killed if you don't do something.
Oh, at last.
Smells like your dinner's burning, Des.
Everything is under control. Now, you sit down. Mike and I will dish up. Now, while you taste this, it's not only healthy, it's nutritious and delicious.
Sounds wonderful. Why didn't you talk him out of it?
I tried. You know what he's like when he gets one of his crazy ideas. Listen, was there anyone at the Robinsons when you came past before?
Oh, I think so. There were cars there.
Oh, good. So I'm going to go over there later after tea and see if they know anything about Bouncer.
Here we go. Now, you get stuck into that. It's just crawling with all the vitamins that you and little Daffy need.
Actually, I might go to the Robinsons now.
No, you don't. You can go after dinner.
But Des,
no
Bouncer's
arguments. A family is supposed to eat together.
I'll get it. Oh, Mrs. Mitchell.
Hello, Mike. Is Des in?
Yep, sure. Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come back later.
No! I mean, we wouldn't hear of it, would we, Des?
No.
Well, I'll just be nipping over to the Robinsons while you...
Hey, Mike, come back in. Mike.
Why don't we all go into the living room?
No, I don't want to interrupt your dinner. I just wanted to have a chat with Des.
Yeah. Now, you eat this before it goes cold.
Thanks, Des. I'll come straight to the point. That money that I have invested in your bank, I want to get some of it out.
What now?
In the morning will do.
Madge, when you opened that account, I did warn you that you'd need 30 days' notice before withdrawing funds.
I need $1,000 by tomorrow.
Well, I'll have to clear it with head office, but there's every possibility they'll refuse. I could organise a bank loan for you.
That'd mean high interest, I suppose.
Afraid so.
I don't know that I'm prepared to do that.
Will you ever think about it tonight? Come and see me first thing in the morning. If you still want the money, I'll be able to organise it, one way or another.
Got time for a coffee, Madge?
Oh, no, I don't want to keep you from your dinner.
Oh, I've finished. And while Des is eating his, we can have a chat about Henry.
Oh. So you know why I need the money?
Charlene did mention he had a bit of a problem.
I guess he's got a problem, all right. I just don't know if I should be the one to solve it for him.
There you are. They're looking for you everywhere.
I was just about to bring him over. Glenn told me to.
Yeah, well, you could have done it sooner. I've been worried sick.
Well, I went down there this afternoon and you weren't home, so you couldn't have been worried that much.
Well, I was looking for him.
Well, if you really must know, I found him in the street. He could have been run over or anything. Couldn't you, boy?
Yeah, well, thanks anyway. But if he gets lost and you find him again, then tell me straight away, will you? Come on, boy.
Come on.
Charlene, get the door, will you?
Can you get it?
Charlene.
Harold.
Hello.
How nice to see you. Mum will be back in a minute. Sit down.
Okay. How are you, Shane?
Good, thanks.
Have you eaten yet? We're just about to. We're having chops, but Shane's cut up stacks of veggies.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Shane, set an extra place at the table, will you? You, heard from your kids lately?
Well, David's still working very hard at his job. Oh, and I finally got a postcard from Kerry. She's having a wonderful time in Europe.
You must worry about her being so far away.
Every time I read about a terrorist bombing, I feel like writing and saying, come home.
Harold, if anything did happen to her, you'd do anything to help her out, wouldn't you?
Of course.
And I bet Kerry knows that and really loves you.
Charlene, could you come here, please?
Excuse me, Harold.
Of course.
Cut it out.
What am I doing?
You're getting Harold all sympathetic about Henry, so as both of you can gang up on your mum.
No, I'm not. How'd you go, Mum?
Well, I have to give a month's notice to get my own money, but Des said I can get a bank loan if I have to.
I thought I could hear your voice.
Oh, Harold, I didn't know you were here.
Look, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help overhearing. Are you having some financial problems?
No, not really.
No, I wouldn't mind
Henry
helping.
has accumulated a few gambling debts. He has to pay up by tomorrow, or he could be in danger.
That's dreadful. And he's asking me for the money?
Yes, I wasn't going to pay it originally, but then I saw what the other prisoners had done to him.
You think Mum should help him out, don't you?
Well, I think there's only one course of action you can take, Madge. Now, let's make him stand on his own 2 feet.
That's what I reckon.
What?
Yeah, well, Henry has made his own bed. Well, now he's got to lie in it.
But he'll get killed.
Surely that's an exaggeration. From what I've heard of Henry, he can look after himself.
Yeah, but you said that. I'm glad you're not my father.
Oh, Harold. Charlene's very close to Henry. We're all very worried about him.
I can see that, Madge, but surely... Well, all I'm saying is that he's got to start fighting his own battles sooner or later, so why not now?
Couldn't you wear something brighter? You look as if you're going to a funeral.
Probably am. Henry's.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing's going to happen to Henry. Now you go and get changed. We don't want to be late for the bank.
Are you taking out the loan?
If I can't get my hands on my own money, I suppose I'll have to.
Oh, I knew you'd come through, Mum. I love you.
Charlene, I want you to understand this. This is the last time I am ever going to help Henry.
It's the last time you'll have to. You'll see.
Now go on. Go and get changed. Got to get the money to Henry.
Mum, you can't just walk into the prison with a pile of cash and say, here you are.
What else am I supposed to do with it?
Henry's got it all arranged.
Oh. Yes, well, I should have realised.
We've got to meet a woman at the back of Lassiter's at 10 o'clock. We give the money to her and she'll make sure the blokes in prison know it's been paid.
I have to hand over my hard-earned cash to some woman I've never seen before in my life. Is that it?
Well, that's the idea.
What guarantee do I have that she isn't a friend of Henry's? They could have cooked this scheme up between them.
Henry wouldn't do that, Mum. You know it.
I don't know anything anymore.
I'll drop the money off if you don't want it.
No, you're not going to do that. Go together.
Great. After that, we'll go and pick up Henry in one piece.
Oh, no. If he's so clever at organising things, he can find his own way here.
But, Mum...
That's enough, Charlene. Now, would you go and get changed? We don't want to keep Des waiting. Go on.
Lucy, hang on a sec. Wait on, Lucy. Look, I'm really sorry about the way I spoke to you yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to do me a favour.
What?
I want you to take Bouncer.
For today or forever?
Well, forever. I mean, I can't look after him properly, can I? I'm going to be at uni. I mean, he's going to be tied up in the backyard. He's not going to like that very much. Besides, I bought him for you in the first place. So...
Thanks, mate. I'll look after him always. And you can come and visit him whenever you like.
Ta.
Thanks again, mate. Come on, Bouncer. Let's see your new home.
You the Mitchells?
Yeah.
You got the money?
There's no need to check it. It's all there.
I hope for all your sakes it is all here. I wouldn't like to be in Henry's shoes if it isn't.
I won't have my integrity questioned by the likes of you. I said I'd have the money, and I have.
All right, calm down.
Henry will be okay, won't he?
Sure, as soon as I make my phone call.
Come on, Charlene, let's go home.
Mum, I know you said you didn't want to pick up Henry from the prison, but it'd really make him happy if you did.
That's all you care about, isn't it? Making Henry happy. Well, I'll tell you something, Charlene. I don't think I'll ever forgive you for what you've put me through. Either of you.
Why don't you make yourself useful and go and help your mum with the lunch?
Why don't you go to work instead of hanging around here being a pain? You can do without the aggro. You think Mum would be pleased he's getting out?
Sometimes I wonder what you do for a brain, Charlene. That woman completely humiliated her. If I'd known what you and Henry were scheming, I'd have done that job myself.
Well, it's done now. Mum, he's here. Henry!
Oh, careful with the ribs, Danny.
Oh, sorry, I'm coming. Someone say something.
Hello, Henry.
G'day, Mum. How you doing, Shane?
Henry. I gotta go to work.
Yes, all right.
See you later, Shane. It's great to be home, Mum. And I promise I'll pay back every cent of that $1,000.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
I've really learnt my lesson this time, Mum. You'll never have to bail me out again.
Henry, I'm very glad that you're free, and I wish you the best for whatever you decide to do with your life.
Come on, Mum, let's be friends again.
But I think you better be on your way.
What are you talking about, Mum? Henry's going to live here with us.
He can't, I'm sorry. You've got to take responsibility for your own life from now on. I've washed my hands of you for good.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
I wish you the best for whatever you decide to do with your life.
Come on, Mum, let's be friends again.
But I think you better be on your way.
What are you talking about, Mum? Henry's going to live here with us.
He can't, I'm sorry. You've got to take responsibility for your own life from now on. I've washed my hands of you for good.
You didn't really mean that, did you, Mum? I know I've let you down in the past and everything, but that's all finished now. I'm going to make a go of my life. I am. You don't think I want to go back to jail, do you?
Excuse me.
What do you think it's like in there? A bunch of guys making number plates? If I'm going to keep out of there, I've got to learn to live normally again first. I need your help. Both of you.
As usual.
Mum.
It's all right. It's the money. I don't blame her for being angry about it.
It wasn't the money, it was the humiliation.
I'm really sorry, Mum. I know you hate gambling, but there was nothing else to do. We used to bet on all kinds of stuff, even the weather. We would have gone crazy otherwise. I've learnt my lesson this time. I won't let you down again. And I'll keep my promise and pay you back every cent.
Better go, Henry. Don't think she's going to change her mind this time.
Yeah, guess I better. If it was anyone else, I'd say it was kicking a man while he's down. But not you two. You've been fantastic. I want you both to know that whatever happens to me now, I'll always be grateful.
Henry,
Yes, Mum?
have you got a cold?
Bouncer, what do you think you're doing?
He's not doing any good, by the look of it.
Give me a heck of a fright.
I'm sorry.
How did he get in here?
Lucy. Mike gave him to her this morning. She rang me and told me she locked him in, so I thought I'd drop in to see that everything was all right.
Well, I hope this is a satisfactory answer for you.
Oh, I have to clean all this up. Could you get me a bag to put it
Green plastic, brown paper, or doggy?
Hilarious. Just get a bag. Any bag. He'll have to live outside in Baz's old kennel.
I'll check the fence, make sure there are no little holes that he can squeeze through. Helen?
Hmm?
You heard from Rosemary yet?
No. And I'm not looking forward to it at all. I keep putting it off. Well, after all, what am I supposed to say? I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to come between you and Gerard.
Come on, it's not a crime to fall in love.
That's what it is with your future son-in-law. Oh, I got carried away like a silly schoolgirl. I let this thing with Jerry get completely out of hand.
Just because you're older than Rosemary doesn't mean you're incapable of falling in love.
No, but not with my daughter's fiancé. Do you know, for a fleeting moment in New York, I was deliriously happy. I was a fool. I should have got out while the going was good.
Rosemary, I understand. She's an intelligent woman.
Yeah. Damn, Jerry. Wish to goodness I'd never laid eyes on him.
Geez, I missed your pies, Mum. This is great. Most of the prison food had weevils in it.
Oh, Henry, not at the table, please. You'll have to get used to cooking for yourself, you know. You've still got to go when you're finished.
I almost forgot. This is for you. I made it.
Oh, Very thoughtful. Thanks, Henry.
Is that all you can say? Thank you, Henry.
How's the sugar, please, Charlene?
So, what about Dad? Heard from him lately?
No, only from his solicitor, fortunately. Your father and I are now officially divorced.
Yeah? I would have thrown a party if I were you.
You don't mind?
I knew it was on the cards. Maybe that's why I ended up inside. You know what they say about kids from broken homes?
We were still married when you went to prison.
Just the same. I reckon you're heaps better off without him. Let's face it, he was a bit of a no-hoper.
Seems as though that's a bit of a family failing.
Mum.
I'm sorry, Henry. Now, if you've finished your lunch, I think you better be on your way.
No, Mum. Can't he stay just for a while? Well, what about tonight? He can stay for one night, can't
No, Charlene, and I don't want to discuss it any further.
Yeah, well, I guess I better hit the road. Find somewhere to sleep, for a job. Don't want to fall into old habits, do I?
No, you look after yourself. Don't let that cold get any worse. And give us a ring when you get settled. If you ever do.
Sure. And don't think I don't understand, Mum, because I do. You got enough problems without an albatross like me hanging around your neck. Ciao, kiddo. Look after yourself. Bye, Mum. Sorry I've caused so much trouble. But you won't have to worry anymore.
You can't do this. He's your son. You can't just let him go. You all right?
That means giving up the ghost. Won't start. There's got to be something simple.
That's what people always say, but it hardly ever is. You should leave this to the experts. Do you want me to see if I can book it in at the garage?
Helen, I am a fully qualified engineer. Now, I know it's not quite the same thing, but I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, Bouncer's under control, so I'll get back to the office. I'll get in a large supply of dog food to keep that little monster from devouring any more cushions.
See you later, Helen.
G'day, Mr. Robinson.
Henry, that you? Haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, I've been on a little holiday. Only they let me out early for being good.
Yeah, well, at least you still got your sense of humour. I heard that letting you out today. Welcome home.
Thanks. How's the family?
Oh, fair to middling, I guess. They're all well. Paul's running a big business for Rosemary at the moment. Quite the little tycoon.
Lenny told me all about Scott getting some of his stories published. Sounds like he caused a stir.
Yes, it would be an understatement. Scott needs to mature a little as a writer.
At least he's getting somewhere in life. And it seems like Paul's already there. I've just been going backwards. You know, you've been good to your kids, Mr. Robinson. I remember when I used to come and stay down here in the Christmas holidays. You're always playing games with them or building them a cubby house or something. My father was never like that. He was too busy pipe dreaming.
Well, you're your own man now, mate. Why don't you come round to the house tonight? The family will be home and they'd love to see you.
I can't. Thanks all the same, but I'm not staying. I just thought I'd stop in and say hello on my way through.
Oh, well, some other time maybe. Where are you off to?
It doesn't really matter much. Anywhere I can get a foothold and make a new start. Thought I might get a bus and go out west.
Well, I'd offer you a lift to the bus station. The car won't start.
Yeah, well, I'll make you a deal. If I get it started, you can give me a lift.
You are on. I think it might be the ignition switch.
I can always hotwire it for you.
Henry's trying to help Mr. Robinson start his car. Mum, it's not too late. I can go and tell him to come back if you want me to.
Save your breath, Charlene. What's done's done.
They've got it going. It looks like Mr. Robinson's giving him a lift somewhere. Oh, please, Mum, don't let him go. He's the only brother I've got.
All right. Go after him quickly.
okay. You can stay.
You're kidding. Go back there? Are you sure it's okay with Mum?
Yeah, she's cool. Sometimes.
Great.
Welcome back again, Henry. That's twice in one day.
I'm not complaining this time. Thanks, Mr. Robinson.
Thank you. You got the car started. Make sure you call in.
Come on. I'm stuck with you now, aren't I?
That's great.
Made it by the skin of my teeth.
You've done the right thing, Mum. I'll prove it to you. You'll see.
I hope so, Henry. But if you do the wrong thing between now and the next blue moon, you'll be out that door before you've got time to spit.
Come on, Mum. I said I won't let you down.
Now, mind your bruised ribs. If you get into any trouble, and I don't just mean police trouble, I mean any trouble at all, there'll be trouble.
Yes, Rosemary, I know. I can take orders just like anyone else. I just need to know where I stand, that's all. No, the expense account was up that month because I bought the car. All right, all right. But would you just reconsider this other thing, though? Okay, goodbye. She's being impossible, Gran. I mean, she refuses point blank to let me know what she intends to do with the business. And she's going back to the States tomorrow. Well, she said she'd let me know what's going on once she's home.
Well, I'm sure she won't sell. This business is far too profitable for her.
Which is exactly why she'd get a good price if she does sell. Oh, Gran, I'm just terrified she's going to ring me from thousands of miles away to give me the bad news. Do it by remote control, if you know what I mean.
I doubt whether she's in the frame of mind to be as calculating as all that at the moment.
Oh, don't you believe it? Rosemary can be a killer when it comes to a business crisis.
Well, I'm going to see her. I can't bear this any longer.
Gran, look, I know you and Rosemary have got problems at the moment, but I was
Paul,
wondering...
I will not speak to her about the business. And why don't you try thinking about somebody other than yourself?
Knock, knock.
Oh.
Yeah, come in.
I'm not interrupting something, am I?
Take it you got the car started then?
Yeah, with a little help from a friend. Actually, I came to see you about dog food. Don't bother getting any. I've already got some. Looks like I got here just in time.
Yes, I was going out, but not for dog food. Something a little more unpleasant.
I don't know. Been to the butcher lately?
No, well, Rosemary's going home tomorrow, and I was on my way to see her. I think it's high time that I made a clean breast of everything.
Would you like me to go and see her first? Sort of soften her up a bit?
What makes you think that'd work?
Timing. She's had the chance to let it all sink in. Come to terms with the facts. She'll be right. I'll talk to her.
Thanks, Jim.
Hi. I think I might catch you. Have you got a minute to have a talk?
Look, I am packing. My plane leaves early in the morning. I've booked into the airport hotel for the night.
Please.
All right. But if you've come to talk about Mum, you needn't bother because there's nothing to discuss.
You're going to have to face up to this sooner or later, Rosemary. You might as well hear me out now.
It won't make one scrap of difference.
Well, it would if you'd open your mind for a moment. I understand how you must have felt when Gerard broke off the engagement.
Do you?
And you felt betrayed when you discovered Helen was the other woman. But this is not all part of some giant plot against you.
I never said that it was.
Then why are you taking it out on everyone else? Paul is a nervous wreck. He's terrified you're going to take his precious business away from him. You've always been perfectly happy with the way he's run things in the past. Why put him through this anxiety?
All right. Where Paul's concerned, I'll admit I've been a little bit irrational, but not about anything else. Come on, Jim, put yourself in my place. How would you really feel?
Hurt. Angry, I suppose. But what about Helen?
To be honest, I don't really care.
Oh, come on, Rosemary. Fate threw them you threw them together in New York. It happened in spite of them.
In spite of me, you mean?
No. Helen let everything that she felt for Gerard slip through her fingers because of you. A mother's love for her daughter was the strongest force in her life. and you want to turn your back on her.
He's been gone a while, hasn't he? I don't know if that's a good sign or not.
Oh, I shouldn't have let him go in the first place. I'm sorry about the company, Paul. I can only hope that Rosemary comes to her senses. I had no idea this would happen.
That's all right, Gran. I went off my head, too. I'm just scared to death that she's going to pull a rug out from under me. Well, I've built this end of the company up out of practically nothing. I'm on the verge of finalising the deal with Jack for the complex. If she pulls out now, I'm going to lose everything.
Yes, well, I stand to make a few losses myself.
Gran, despite what everyone thinks, I do understand what you're going through.
Yes, I know.
Oh, Gran. Paul.
G'day, Scotty.
Have either of you seen Dad anyway?
Yeah, we have, as a matter of fact. He should be back soon.
Now, what's the problem?
Well, I have to buy some new school books and I need the money today. I went to see Dad at work, but they said he wasn't in.
Well, if you'd saved some of your money from your stories, you could have paid for them yourself.
Yeah, I know. I haven't done anything right lately, have I?
It's all right, Scotty. I'll give you the money. How much do you need?
45.
Oh, listen, there's 50. Buy yourself an ice cream, eh? Listen, don't worry too much about Gran. She's just uptight at the moment, eh?
That's for sure. Looked like she wanted to take to me with the back of her hairbrush.
Yeah. Well, it's not you she's angry with. It's herself.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Okay.
And this is Des and Daphne's place. You won't believe them. They're unbelievable.
Well, that follows. Hey, slow down. I don't want to get home too soon. Give Mum a chance to start missing me all over again.
I'll have to take you to the waterhole. That's where Mum works. Hey, don't laugh. There's nothing wrong with her being a barmaid.
See? It is funny. It'd be like me getting a job as a welfare worker.
And don't forget she paid out all that money for you too.
I won't. As soon as I've got some money, it's hers.
Sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Good. You'll love it in Ramsay Street. Everyone's so friendly. Charlene. Well, almost everyone. Hi, Mrs. Mangle.
Here, let me take those for you.
Oh.
Women are for beauty, not burden.
Oh, thank you. It was rather heavy. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, Mrs. Mangle, this is my brother, Henry.
Your brother? The criminal? Give those back to me this instant. What is this district coming to? Hardened criminals cruising the street. The minute you turn your back...
Friendly?
There are exceptions to every rule.
Mrs. Mitchell? Oh, Mrs. Mangle. I want a word with you.
Huh? What's wrong this time?
I've just seen your son walking bold as brass down Ramsay Street.
Oh, fancy that. My son taking a stroll in broad daylight. How scandalous.
But he's a common criminal. Everyone in Erinsborough knows he's been serving time in prison. He's not an escapee, is he?
No, Mrs. Mangle, he was officially released.
Well, I hope he doesn't think he can stay here.
Mrs. Mangle, Henry has paid for his crime. He's trying to make something of himself. I think the least all of us can do is to give him every chance.
You don't subscribe to this left-wing reform fiddle-faddle, do you? Surely not.
The fact that I want to give my son a fair go does not make me a reformist.
Convicts don't learn anything in prison. They just meet other convicts and plan robberies and protection rackets and gangland killings for when they get out.
Well, if he's planning anything big, I promise you'll be the first to know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You mark my words, Madge Mitchell. That son of yours will come to no good. A leopard can't change his spots.
Hey, Scoop. Scoop Robinson. Why don't you sit down, little lady, buy you a drink? Don't be antisocial. I don't bite, you know. Sorry I was rude to you at school, but you were pretty rough on me too, you know.
Did you get the job at the bank you were after?
They're starting me as trainee in head office. Why don't you sit down and let me tell you all about it? Do you want a milkshake? My shout.
Best offer I'll get, I reckon.
You're not kidding. From what I've heard, nobody's even talking to you.
At Stephanie's coffee shop?
So this is Lassiter's, eh? But where's Paul's office?
Boys, he dropped his standards. Should be glad I don't go out with him anymore.
So I couldn't even get Rosemary to talk to me about it. She gave me the impression that she'd made up her mind, and that was that.
Well, I shouldn't have got you to do my dirty work for me anyway. Thanks, Jim. You gave it your best shot. Wish me luck. Darling, hurting you was the last thing I wanted to do.
I know. Oh, Mum.